Rusty Brown joined by Mike Davenport, head coach for the Lady Saints. Coach, a big win for you here today. You get off on the right foot in the 2010 regional here in Dahlonega. Taking down Queens, a team that had to sneak in by winning the Conference Carolinas tournament. This team at just 26-23, but they looked a lot better than advertised there with a 2-1 game. Talk a little bit about this opponent you had tonight.
Well, Queens is a very well-coached team and very fundamentally sound. We faced off with them to open our regional play last year, and again, you know, after a delay like this, after the conference tournament finished up three and a half weeks ago, you're not quite sure what to expect, and we knew we were going to get Queen's best shot, and Stacy always has her kids prepared to play.
Got the power going often and early from Leslie Smith. She had that 2-run home run in the first inning, really broke things open for this team, really brought the offense, and the offense from there really started stepping up. We saw a couple of base hits scattered throughout there, and then another home run from Catherine Martin as well. Talk a little bit about the long ball for this team and how that's affected this team in the way that you approach the game all year long.
Well, and for Leslie to get us on the board early was very important, just to kind of relieve some of the pressure of hosting a tournament like this with three other great quality opponents, and especially the count she hit it on. I think it was a 1-2 pitch. She was definitely in the hole, and the kid left one up just a little bit. It might have been a ball, probably out of the strike zone, but Leslie's got the ability to go out of the strike zone and make some things happen. And anytime you get a 2-run lead with Sarah Phillips in the circle, you've got a pretty good chance. And then as you mentioned, Cat Martin coming up big for us. A couple of innings later, a first pitch home run off of the Queens pitcher there, and that just answered Queens' run earlier in that inning.
Coach, talk a little bit about what happens with that 2-hour and 15-minute weather delay with lightning, not a raindrop on the field. That wasn't really the problem, but mentally, how do you get your team ready to go back out there?
Well, it's frustrating. I mean, honestly, you sit around for 3.5-4 weeks after the conference tournament, and you're so anxious to play somebody else other than practice or inter squad, and you get 4 good innings in, and then all of a sudden you're told to go sit again. So it was a little frustrating, but the kids stayed loose. I mean, more for me because I'm trying to do some of the other things and make sure we're keeping everybody safe, and just kind of watching the field and the radar and stuff like that. But I think the kids stayed relaxed throughout the course of those 2 hours.
Coach, one more last question. What is your mentality and what is the team's mentality? What might you say to the team going into tomorrow's game against Francis Marion, a team we've already beaten 4 times?
Well, again, our focus all year has been just playing our game, and we really worry about what North Georgia brings to the table. And we know Francis Marion's a very talented program, and Stacy has their kids always ready to play. We beat them twice at their place and then twice in the conference tournament, but nothing ever comes easy when these two teams collide.
Mike Davenport and the Saints will be playing tomorrow at 2:30. Pregame show is at 2 o'clock. They take on Francis Marion in the winners bracket. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck from here on out.
Thank you.
All right.